Hello FIFA faithful, Bearhamms here, and welcome to episode 17 of the Youth Tour. Once again, you cannot see my face, and that is because I'm running a little behind schedule in terms of recording, and this is the only opportunity I have to record, which pretty much means no face for this episode. We start the month of January, but before we get into those games, we'll go into detail of how we did off camera. I just simulated all the games after that loss to Southampton, and we did okay to start. We got a draw against Ipswich at Portman Road, and then we did get a victory against Hull City 2-0, draw against Sheffield, and then we got spanked by Millwall 4-2 at the Den. But our fortune did favor quite well as we beat QPR by a score of 2-1, and then we lost to Bolton for some reason, but then we started winning. We beat Sunderland, though we did lose to Reading. Then we beat West Brom, we beat Hull City, and we beat Ipswich by a score of 2-1. So for today's episode, we will start the FA Cup in the third round against Barnsley at home, and then it's up in the air. We might play the fourth round of the FA Cup. I do want to play Middlesbrough since they are at Riverfront Stadium. That'd be a fun one to play. And possibly Burnley. Before we get to the first game, this is a player that we brought up from the Youth Academy. It is Brandon Clark. And I'm just going to call him Big Chungus. 6'5". He's just a brute. Physicality is 83. So you can see already strength of 84 and aggression of 86. Not to mention decent sprint speed, great jumping and acceleration and stamina. Oh my god, 79. Though his technicals are quite low, those are going to go up very soon. And he has a trait, which is dive into tacklers, though it's a CPU one, so it doesn't really matter for us. But nonetheless, here is Brandon Clark, and already in his first game he did score. As you see here, he did play the garbage time minutes against Millwall, and he got himself a headed goal. Here will be our lineup for the first game, and you will see Big Chungus in action as he is up top at striker. Since he is the understudy of Casey Gillespie, we'll also have Hallam on the right side, Gibson on the left. We also got Akeem Clayton back in action. Once again, I'm excited to see what he can do. Behind him is Cortizo and Amos. Then on the back four is Tozer, Long, Stuart May, and Pattison between the sticks. So there he is, the Big Chungus himself. Brandon Clark gave him the number 66. I mean, he's 6'5". I should have gave him 65, but we'll figure that out later. I'm playing the cup competitions once again just to give the young bucks a look through, and a lot of these guys do have solid potential. And I want to see if any of these guys just become starters or even valuable players once we get to the Premier League. Good pass to Gibson. Gibson finds Clayton. Clayton cuts. Oh, I thought he was going for it. Thought he was going for Clark, but he will find the red rocket, Henry Hallam, in the 10th minute. And what a great start for our FA Cup campaign. All right, favorable start so far. I did want Big Chungus to get on the ball, but here he is. He is on the ball. Waiting for a run by Hallam. He will dip it over to him. It's now Hallam. Tries to get it to Chungus, but just a poor pass through and through. But they won't do it. It's now Cortizo. He's going to find Clayton. Akeem sees a run by the Red Rocket. He's going. He'll find Amos. Amos, sees the run. Gibson, finish it. No! I was a little too relaxed with that one, as that is a good save by Davis. Now Tozer. Finally, we get a run from Gibson. Gibson does get a cross in. Clark, yes! There we go. Big Chungus with his second goal in his career. First one on camera. Yeah, I think you guys are going to love Big Chungus. All right, great way to start the half. 2 goals, one by Hallam, one by Big Chungus. The Young Bucks are doing just fine at Liberty Stadium. Looks like Barnsley might have one last chance. Isgrove. Okay, there we go. Finally, they do in the game, and we start the episode off with a victory. Great goals from Hallam and Big Chungus. So we will be heading on to the 4th round of the FA Cup. For the second game of the episode, we look to secure our second place spot against third place Middlesbrough. For the game, I was looking at Casey Gillespie's stats, and currently he has 21 goals in all competitions. Now, before the season even started, I compared his stats with Federico Aguilera's, and it's crazy. They've played the same amount of seasons. Aguilera's played 30 more games than him, but they've scored the exact amount of goals, which is very interesting considering that Aguilera, I feel, has been our best striker all season, and Gillespie now has a chance of possibly being my best striker of FIFA 19, though there's still a lot of game left to go. There's a terrible header from Body May. Maybe something here, as Insame flips that to Cipriano. Cipriano having to cut back with some space. Take the most of it. There's a header by Gillespie. Yes! Yes! Goal number 22 on the season for our Gaelic giant. What a great way to start this game as he hops atop of the ads, pointing at the Middlesbrough faithful. Good job. And that was a great cross, too, by Cipriano, taking his sweet time as the right back for Middlesbrough made a very vigorous slide. Find Diop once again. Oh, good pass to Insame. Insame cuts. Finds Gillespie. Gillespie shoots and scores. Gillespie with goal number 2 and his 20th goal in the league so far. The man continues to score. Paul Cipriano gets one in. Gillespie with the shot. Oh. Tried his best at the volley, but we won't need that third goal as Casey Gillespie, once again, showing his mettle. 2 goals, first half. What can I say? Simulating the game against Wigan Athletic, and we don't win, and we don't lose. We draw. No goals after 90 minutes as Boyle gets a red card. Before we get into the 4th round of the FA Cup, I did make a signing in the transfer window. We brought in center back Filip Kucharczyk from Derby County for £7 million, as well as Guy Roland Insame. So now for the considerable future, it will be George Tozer as our starting left back. Ah, yes, we got the short end of the stick in the draw as we take on Liverpool at Anfield. May's going to try to find Clayton. Clayton's not going to get there, though it will be intercepted. Good play by Jackers to get on it. It's now Clayton. Finds Body May. Is there no one in the box except Gillespie? Good try already. Our first good attempt in the first half. Casey Gillespie just soaring into the box. It's only Mignolet to watch. Hold him. There we go. Good play by Tozer. Just to keep Firmino from getting in the box. And that will be the end of the first half. No goals for Liverpool. But if we want this to be a complete success, we got to keep it that way. Ah, that's going in. Yep. That is Mo Salah in the 60th minute. And trying our best, but just wasn't enough, as he will celebrate with Jurgen Klopp. Now this is realism. This is realism. Get going here. Gillespie sees the run. Red Rocket's through. Red Rocket chips him. Oh! No! No! No, the Red Rocket had it right. Goalkeeper was off his line. Successfully chips Mignolet, but it just trickles to the other side of the post. Though it is, once again, gonna stay with Liverpool. It's Mane. Gets a pass through. That's gonna do it. 84th minute. Yikes. Well, that's kind of what happens when you play one of the better teams in Europe. Ah, groovy. Didn't know this was going to happen on my save, but we have 2 games in one day. So after we lose against Liverpool in the FA Cup, we're going to have to play Burnley at home. So we have to haul ass. We have to haul ass all the way Liverpool, get back to the south of Wales, and play Burnley. Yep, that's doable. Thankfully, we had Stewart, Long, Lulich, Cortizo, and Boyle resting. But we're going to have the backups in, as we have 5'8" center back Michael Main as our left back. We got Gibson, Big Chungus, Rose, and King as the rest of our starters. So this will be Big Chungus's first start in the league. Very curious to see how he does. As I said, he is the understudy of Casey Gillespie. So now he will find Cortizo. Cortizo's going to find Michael Main. Michael Main with a cross header. Oh, that was close. I was so ready to celebrate there. Big Chungus getting up there. There's a very great pass to Lulich. Lulich now. Come on, keep it. Good play. Good play, Owen Rose. Come on, Owen Rose. Just, all right. Couldn't do much with it, but that will be the end of the first half. No score, but we're hanging in there. Great tackle by Main. Again, the guy's only 58 overall. He's actually done quite well at that left back role. Boyle will find Lulich. Lulich taps one in. Oh, no, come on. Come on, Big Chungus. You got to finish that. Actually, that could have worked. It's now Wilkinson with some energy. He's going to use it. Gets a ball through. Come on. Chungus! Thank you. Big Chungus in the 87th minute. Hopefully that will be the game winner. As he celebrates with the home crowd as they get past the stewards. Hugging the big fella. But that will be the end of this game. Fantastic way to end the episode. Great heart, great spirit by the backups as they beat Burnley at their own game. Some quality shithouse football. Get the goal in the 87th minute from that man, Big Chungus, his third goal already in his early stages of his career. And we end out on a high note as we beat Burnley 1-0. Taking a look at the table before we go, and wow, we're doing pretty well so far, as we're just 3 points behind Nottingham Forest. So we do have a better goal differential, and I think that might be the title decider come May. So yes, this will be the end of the episode. I hope you enjoyed watching it as much as I did playing it. Be sure to like and subscribe, and I will see you next time. This has been Bearhamms, and as always, toodaloo.